The thoughts, views, and opinions are that of my own. I am not a salesman. I cannot be bought. This is all entertainment. Let's go.
It's the new Cypher.
Peace. Peace. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. This is your host EQ, and welcome to the Cypher. The Cypher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of the Cypher is peace. Coming to you straight from Prince George's County, Maryland, Pretty Girl County. Let's go. How y'all doing today? Y'all already know the routine. If you're new here, if you're watching on IG, welcome. I'm never going to see your comments because I'm on StreamYard, so that's only for YouTube. The party's on YouTube, but for those who follow me on IG who just don't want to subscribe, it is what it is. I'm just never going to see your comments on this stream. Y'all know how we do. Put y'all center days in the chat. Y'all know I like my good water. Don't forget to hit the like button.
It's the new Cypher.
My drink of choice tonight is going to be a 12-year-old Dominican rum, Baku. So I'm going to be sipping on that tonight. Y'all know how I get down. Smooth. Only the best. How y'all feeling today? We gonna get to it. I'm gonna talk about a couple of fragrances on my mind, bring a new fragrance to the community. I'm gonna go ahead and be the conductor of this hype train. Let's go. I see all my people in the chat. Appreciate it. Salute. Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Top 10 leather. Outstanding.
EQ.
Oh, I see you, Mr. Veterans Vlogs. That number 3 is, one of them ones. Let's go.
It's the new Cypher.
We're going to go ahead and get this party started. We got 83 people in the chat. 83 people. Let me see what they doing over Instagram. Got to sign in. Again, if you're over Instagram, I'm probably not going to see your comments. I'm not going to keep scrolling back and forth. There's already a delay here. So let me make sure my Instagram is working. Let me make sure that is up and running. Let me make sure. I don't see that live. I don't know what's going on in Instagram. It should have been up. Oh, okay. Let me hit this go live, see what's going on with this joint. Make sure Instagram can see what's going on. I don't know why I did this, but Instagram's a little behind the power curve. Instagram, welcome. You're a little bit behind the power curve. You missed the intro. It seems like it's going to be up and running. But let me get back on StreamYard. Give me a second for everything to catch up. Okay, my internet caught up. I am live on Instagram. You missed the intro. You ain't missed much. Nothing but a little bit of partying, a little bit of music, and, of course, water and my drink of choice today. So, today's episode, we're live. I believe this is number 35 of the live. 35. 95 people in here. Appreciate you being in here. 35 of the live. We're going to be talking about a couple of things. The title of the choice is Better Than Imagination. Am I going to bring you a fragrance that's going to be better to imagination? We'll see. We'll see my thoughts about that. And then afterwards, after I finish reviewing this fragrance or talking about this fragrance, I will be talking about 10 showstopper fragrances. Like, here's the thing, man. When I want to leave the house and I want to make an impression, like I really know that I want to turn heads, I don't really care what season he's in. I put these on. Now, I know we have seasonal videos. Some of them are like, well, in the wintertime, wear dense, dark tobacco oud fragrances. I'm going to tell you like this, man. Learn to wear your citrus fragrances in the winter. There's something about citrus in the cool air that's it causes this cooling effect to your fragrances that, listen, you can never, when you want to make an impression on people, you can never go wrong with citrus, ever in your entire life. So now that that's out the way, we're going to get to it. I got 23 people on my IG, and we have 105 people here on YouTube. Again, IG, I'm not going to be able to see your comments like that, but if you're watching, I appreciate you showing love. The party is over here and over in YouTube. Join us. I don't know, show some love. Anyway, so is it better than Imagination? So I have a Louis Vuitton store. I have a lot of different stores in my area. I live in the Washington, D.C. metro area. Tyson's Corner is my playground. When I want luxury items, luxury things, I go out Tyson's Corner. We have a Louis Vuitton store out there. Imagination, I think, might have been the third fragrance I bought from them. I got about 7 fragrances from them. Imagination, what is it? This is a tea fragrance. This is all about, I know it has citron, but to me, this is about bergamot, ginger, cinnamon, and ambroxan in Chinese black tea, I believe is in there. So you get a black tea effect with this. With this fragrance, listen, I don't care if you're going to the gym, you just out ripping and running. There's something about this, although very pedestrian. When I say a fragrance is pedestrian, that means it's not complex. When you're paying $3 something for these fragrances, right? And some people say, well, when you're paying $3 something, you want a fragrance that's just gonna do a lot and it's gonna be weird. People take expensive for a fragrance should be overly complex and weird. No, there's something about this, although pedestrian, like a designer fragrance, the quality you can smell in the air. When I say this reaches out and captures noses and draw them into you, one of my most complimented, not my most complimented, but one of my most complimented fragrances within my collection, Imagination. It's just, it works. Now, last year, if you follow me on Instagram, last year you heard me, or you might have saw a post where I was out Tyson's Corner last summer, I believe, and I was doing some shopping, and I had stopped in the Moncler store. And I smelled all their fragrances, and I said there was one fragrance that I was going to get by the following summer. I said, I'm going to get that before the end of the year. I'm going to get it because that fragrance just blew my mind. Now, I didn't get it right away because these fragrances is like $300, but a subscriber of mine reached out and said, hey, bro, this fragrance is on your Joma Shop link for the low. Matter of fact, let me post that and pin the link up there. Again, this is an affiliate link. I'm going to make no bones about it being an affiliate link, but if you want to show love, you can show love. Let me get out of this. I don't know why I'm getting feedback on that. Hold on one second. Let me turn that off. So this is from the house of Moncler. This is La Cordée. Now, this fragrance on my Joma Shop link is like $100 and something. Links in the comments. I put it in the comment. It's like $100 some, bro. 180, I believe. Retail, this is $370. Now you see this bottle. This is 6.7 ounces of goodness. 6.7. This is Moncler's, exclusive line of fragrances. 6.7 ounces. For those who ain't good at math, that's like 200 ml bottles. So 2 for the price of 1. So if you want to break it down in regular fragrances, it is $90 a bottle, and you get 2 for the price of 1. This is so good. I got another backup bottle coming on the way. Look how many fragrances I have behind me. I don't have many backup bottles, but this one I'm going to spray religiously. This year I've already worn it like 7 days straight. I've already worn it 7 days straight. and I'm going to just spray away. I have a few fragrances. When I just know I want to spray away, I'm going to spray away. So what does it smell like? What is this? Imagine lemon heads, sweet and tart lemon heads. Imagine that sweet and tart lemon head over a nice honeyed tea that has a slightly minty nuance, which is coming from the geranium. Now, for those who haven't smelled essential oils, I have some over here in the shelf. Geranium, depending on where it's from and what region it's from, can come off many different ways. Sometimes, a lot of times, it comes off as a rosy nuance. Sometimes when compared to rose, it can smell like the stem of the rose. But a lot of times it has this minty, almost eucalyptus undertone to it. It's green too. When you look at it, it's green. That's in here, and it gives us this minty. And the tea is almost honeyed. So imagine honeyed lemon tea. Bro, what are we talking about? Longevity just wafts off of skin. Bro, it lingers. I go to the gym to get it in, but I like smelling good. A lot of fragrances don't get complimented in the gym. People are there to do what they need to do, at least where I go. People are there to do what they need to do and get it in. There are a few fragrances that have been complimented for me in the gym. Imagination is one of those fragrances where people say, bro, that smells good. What is that? This has got me 2 compliments in the gym. 2 compliments in the gym. They was like, bro, I like that. That's good. What is that? La Cordée from Moncler, from their exclusive line. Again, you can use my Joma Shop link in the comments. I don't know how I was able to. I might have to do it on my phone so I can pin it in the comments because I don't think my admin can pin my comments. Listen, man, absolutely, utterly fantastic fragrance. So let's talk. That's the scent overview. Projection and longevity. It just lingers. It reaches out, but again, it's not a room filler. It's a citrus fragrance. It's not a room filler. But the sillage and scent trail is crazy on this. Just like imagination. Compliment rating and compliment factor. It's tea, it's lemon. Compliments are going to be up there. It's easy to wear. It's easy to wear. It is non-offensive. You're never going to offense anybody. Your lemon tea. Your honeyed lemon tea. That's what you are. That's what you smell like, bro. This here, sprayer. Look at that sprayer. Sprayer crazy. Listen, I'm going to spray away on this. I'm not going to hold. I got another bottle. I got a backup bottle coming. Compliment rating, again, compliment factor is through the roof. Compliment rating, I would say, is a 10 out of 10. It's just, no one's going to smell this and not like this. It's not going to happen. Type of person is for anybody. I don't care the age range. You can be in high school. You can be 77 years old. You could be in hospice. This is going to work. It is. It don't matter the age, male or female. It is it is honey lemon tea. That's it. How to wear this? I like to be liberal with this. Y'all know I'm not, I like to go liberal. I've been wearing it in this cooler weather. In the summertime with the heat, I might turn down the sprays, but I've been going like 7 to 10. It's how I've been doing this, 7 to 10. Some of y'all gonna get up to probably about 15. And if you wore 15 because it's so pleasant, I don't think you would be outrageous. I think 15 sprays of some fragrances is outrageous. It is not gonna do that. It is a mood lifting fragrance. When you smell this, you can't help but to be happy. That tea has a little greenness to it, but it's not as green as wulong cha. It's not as green as wulong cha. But buttery smooth, high quality, candied lemon tea. Oh, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? So, again, how to wear this. I've been doing about 8 sprays. When I go to the gym, I only do about 6. How do I wear it? I spray shoulder, center of the chest, back of the neck. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrist 5, 6, and I think I just hit the arms 7, 8. And I mean, like I've been doing about 8, 6 to 8 sprays is kind of what I've been wearing on this. Longevity, I've been getting every bit of 7, 8 hours on this. I think for a citrus fragrance, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. It's just going to work. It is flames. Again, better than imagination. It's different from imagination, where this is black tea, cinnamon, ginger, and it's more bergamot ginger to me. A little bit of citron, but it's more bergamot ginger. This is straight up lemon. I'll give you another example for those of you who have tried it. You know, Perfume Aromas Aqua Viva or Viva. I don't remember what it is. That's another bottle I'm gonna have before the end of the year. I had a Uniquee Luxury Eau de Hardrine, which is pretty much the same thing, but in basically like parfum concentration. Pretty much the same exact fragrance. Imagine that lemon fragrance, which is considered being one of the best lemon fragrances ever, and out there, especially with the performance and longevity, and then put it in tea. That is it. Again, my Joma Shop link is an affiliate link. I'm putting y'all on this stuff. Yes, I would like to get credit for that. When you start hearing all your favorite reviewers talk about this fragrance, no, I'm the first to talk about it. You know where it came from. It is what it is. La Cordée for Moncler, $180 for 6.7 ml. Using my Joma Shop link if you want to show support. It is a simplistic breakdown. It doesn't change much. It's fairly linear. And it is just, you smell pleasant. First date fragrance, I will wear that. Second date fragrance, casual, dressed up. I'm going to your wedding, brunch. I don't care really where I'm going. It's going to work, just like imagination. So that is the fragrance review I want to do for Is This Fragrance Better Than Imagination? To me, if you like lemon fragrances, to me, this might be the best lemon fragrance out there. I mean, it's up there with Aqua Viva, but it has tea, which makes it better. That's my thoughts on La Cordée. I talked about it last year on my Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should. I talked about it. It just works. So what we're going to get into now is 10 showstopper fragrances. Let me see if I can get this pinned up, man. Let me go to this real quick. Give me a second. I thought I had it pinned up on my thing, but it wouldn't let me do it. I'm gonna just give me a second, everybody. Y'all know normally I like to have things going, but when I went to my computer, it started giving me the voice thing, and I don't really like that. Started giving me feedback. That was kind of embarrassing. I like to have my stuff in order. So let me do it on my phone. Go to YouTube. Go to my live. Turn this down. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're going to get to these showstopper fragrances, and we're going to get it in. I'll put it up there, and we're going to do it. It should be pinned if I get this hard. A couple more people comment. Anyway, so that's the deal with that. So before we get to my 10 showstopper fragrances that's just going to work in literally any environment, let me get to my disclaimer. Y'all know how we do. I got to do it every time because it doesn't stop. The madness doesn't stop. So I got to keep doing it. What season is for? I wear this any season. I told you we're still in winter. I've been wearing it, but it's a lemon fresh scent. So, I mean, it's a fresh scent. So most people will say spring and summer. I'm already thinking of spring fragrances. I'm out of winter. I'm way ahead mentally already in spring and summer. I'm ready for it. I'm good with the tobaccos. I'm already exclusively almost wearing fresh scents at this point. But I wear my summer fragrances, I wear them in the winter. You'll be surprised the beauty of said fragrance when you do that. You'll be surprised. Why is this not doing this? I don't know. We'll figure it out. My phone's tripping. So that's that. Now, let's get to the disclaimer. Listen up. I'm going to talk about 10 fragrances and 10 fragrances only. Everything isn't going to make a list. I'm not going to spend 5 hours trying to cover every single fragrance. I'm not a salesman. These are just recommendations. I don't care if you buy them or not. I don't work for these companies. Every fragrance I'm about to talk about, I paid for with my own money. Nothing was gifted. I don't have links for any of these. I'm talking about fragrances I like. That's what my channel is. Things I own and things I like. I'm not the type that goes out and buy every new fragrance just because it's new to talk about it. Most stuff that's new, it ain't better than what I already have. So why would I buy it? I don't understand buying fragrances just because it's new when it's not better than what you have or it doesn't have a place in your fragrance wardrobe. It makes no sense to me. Some of these fragrances are expensive. Cheapie guy, give me cheap. Understand this. I'm not telling you to buy them. If you can't afford the fragrance, it's okay. But stop coming in people's comments mad, talking about we're out of touch. No, I'm a grown man with dick and balls who works for a living, who saves up for things that he wants that are non-essentials. Grow up. It's okay. If I'm not talking about your favorite fragrance, it's cool. But y'all have to stop coming in people's comments with this nonsense. Please. It's just entertainment. And again, everything I have, I saved up and I paid for. Let's get to the show. I'm tired of seeing it. I really am. I'm gonna be honest. So let's just get to it. So we're gonna use La Cordée as my number 10. I kind of put these in somewhat order. Trust me, by the middle of spring or that transition period from spring going in, listen, I'm wearing this every day. This is gonna be my center day tomorrow, the next day, the day after that. I'm probably gonna wear this for like 2 weeks straight. Again, I have another backup bottle, but I'm probably gonna wear this every day for probably the next 2 weeks. Just, you're gonna see it a lot. It's gonna be my center day that long. I suggest that about time we hit summer, it'll probably be in my top 5, if not top 3 summer fragrances to wear. I wouldn't be surprised. But because it's a newer fragrance and I just haven't gotten enough burn with it, it's my number 10, La Cordée. Coming in my number 9 is a fragrance that I hyped up. Back in 2017, 18? Listen, man, when I want to step out the house and I want to turn heads, like it is, I'm going somewhere and I don't have time to figure out, do they like ouds? Do they like this? Do they like that? I don't know do I want to be daring? No, when I just want to turn heads, I will be remembered. But when I just want to stop people what they're doing and they just say, damn, that smells good. This is one of my most complimented fragrances. You might be able to see the dent through the camera on this. This is from the house of Mancera. This is Pearl. Actually, you can't see the dent. Bro, Pearl. What is this? Fig, fruits, a little bit of musk, some woods. Pearl is considered a feminine fragrance from the house of Mancera. Put this on. In this one right here, now I'm not going to spray away with this. This is a room filler. This is a kind of fragrance that if you work in an office space and you walk into the copy room and you leave, your aura, you will be omnipresent. You'll be omnipresent. You will be there even though you're not there. People will know. You might get sent home. You might. They might. You might be the guy. They be like, bro, stop wearing something. We like it, but this will fill up a little office area. With this, I might go about 5 sprays with this. 5 sprays. That's if I'm gonna be outside. If you're gonna dare to wear this at work, I might only do 3. Center of the chest, both shoulders. That's it. For those who haven't seen my spraying routine video, I have a reason for why I spray the way that I spray. Go watch those lives on how you should spray and where you should spray to get the most potential out of your fragrance wearing. I've already done a video on it. I'm not going to belabor the point there. But shoulders, center of the chest. Center of the chest because I want to smell it. Shoulders because it creates a sillage. That's my number 9. My number 8 fragrance is one that my brother Big Beard Business put me on to. He put me on to when I did a verse sense last year. I think it was like this time last year, actually, when I did my verse sense. Or it might have been in January, the first one. Because it was around Super Bowl, actually. Because we was competing against the Super Bowl, I think the day I did it. This is one that's definitely a feminine fragrance. It is peony, lychee, I believe some musk in here, a little bit of woods. This is from the house of Ex Nihilo, and this is Flor Narcotique. Listen, man, this is not fair. When I don't want to play fair, when I want to, I'm your girlfriend's work husband. You know why she's happy when she comes home? Because she's been smelling me all day. She has this bottle because of me. She smelt me and said, my God, you smell fantastic. I said, I know, work wife. Go home to your husband. Flor Narcotique. It works. You have to be okay with feminine leaning fragrances and florals. You do. You have to be okay. My guys who are men's, who fougere men's, don't worry about this. This ain't for you. Let that go. For women, this is brunch. Spring, we're going into spring. I did a live talking about pairing your fragrances with environments to get the most out of it. I have a spraying routine and I also have environments. You go into a white party because you live in a big city, wear this. You're going to Sunday brunch, wear this. I'm talking about upscale, rooftop kind of stuff. I'm not talking about Cracker Barrel. Talking about rooftop experiences. If you have that where you from, you wear this. When the environment turns into spring and you can smell the grass and the florals in the air, when this blends with it, it is damn near unstoppable. Projection and longevity. This is more of a sillage monster, not really a projection beast. More sillage than it is overall projection, but I prefer sillage over projection. For those who are new to the game, projection is if I'm sitting here and you're over there, you can smell me all the way over there. Sillage is when I walk by you, I'm leaving a trail of fragrance that's going to make you turn your head. I want to introduce myself. I don't want my fragrance to ever introduce me. That's goofy to me. I want to come in as I am. I want to walk into a room, women say, damn, masculine, impressive. And then I purposely walk by them because I spray on my shoulders and just keep walking at a nice pace. And they be like, that's what I want. You may want to be introduced. I don't want my fragrance to ever introduce me. Flor Narcotique is that fragrance. Type of person is for you got to be okay with florals and unisex compliment rating and compliment factor. With when it comes to women, for men, if you smell this on a woman, it is highly complimented. Just shut it down. It is a 10 out. If I smell this on a woman, it's 10 out of 10 every time I smell it. On a man, you're gonna at least gonna get an 8 out of 10. And why would they compliment you? Because they're gonna want to wear it themselves. So what is that then? It is a conversation starter fragrance. fragrances that get people talking. Why is that important? Because then you get to show your personality. They say, hey, it starts a conversation. Hey, I like that. Then you start talking about fragrances. Maybe you find things you're into. Y'all both have, you say, hey, man, this was a great talk. Can I have your number in exchange? I would love to get to continue this conversation at a later time. Exchange numbers, boom. Conversation starters. You kind of want that. And not only are these showstopper fragrances, these are conversation starter fragrances. Now, that was my number 10, 9, 8. We're going to go into number 7. This fragrance, and let me see what we're doing over in IG. Let me see what we're doing here. Just double check something. I don't know why. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my links. Okay. And replace pin message. Okay. So I pinned it. So if you want to do the link for La Cordée, it is pinned. Now, this next fragrance, again, every fragrance I got, I paid for my own money. This wasn't given to me, and I know this company's like giving out bottles. I am not one of those who received a bottle. But I went over to Neiman Marcus, and I smelled this fragrance. And overall, this is a really good house. I don't feel I need to own every fragrance from the house. But again, I've been on my summer hot weather kick. I'm cool with winter. I'm over it. Because I want shirts out. I want to see women in summer dresses. I like the way you look when you walk, when you wear them. I want to have my arms out. So this is from the house of Mind Games, and this is Very. Another tea-based fragrance. Oh my God. Now, I believe in this, it has some neroli in here, I believe. I believe it's also bergamot. Oh, man. This is woody, fresh, citrus. This is one that's going to absolutely linger. When I worn this, another one that has received tons of compliments. You want a fresh scent? It's 2 fresh scents I think you need from this house. Only 2. Well, I own them. If I thought I needed more, I would have got more. And that's Blockade. You need it. I have it. You need it in this. But you got to be into like neroli, petitgrain. But I don't believe it's neroli, petitgrain. There's something in here that gives off this petitgrain kind of feel to it. It's not neroli. Actually, neroli's not in here. I believe it's bergamot. It's bergamot, and it might be, and I think it might be some tea in here, a certain tea in here. I can look it up, but it don't matter. This is fresh, woody, citrus, last. I'm getting 8+ hours on this. In the wafts, again, like imagination. If I was going to do a tea-based fragrance, there's something about tea fragrances that just, it makes people happy. It is a mood enhancer. Where if y'all don't believe me, y'all living somewhere cold, pick one of your favorite tea fragrances or a summer fragrance and wear it tomorrow out in the cold and watch what it does. Very is one that when I smelt it, I said, oh, I think this the first one I bought from the house. I was like, oh, I got to have this. And I smelled Double Attack and all those other fragrances and even smelled Blockade, but I got this first. I got Blockade, I believe, second. And then I got Rue or something. I forgot the name of it. Rue something. It's like booze, little booze and cherry. And I got that. The rest, I kind of do without. The rest are cool, but I'm good. Based on what I have in my collection, I'm good. I don't need no more. It might be one more I might need. One more. But other than that, I mean, it's a good house, solid house. This is one summertime, though. When I'm telling you, this is going to be a top 10 summer fragrance for me. Top 10 spring, transitional fragrance. Again, Very 8+ hours. Compliment rating and compliment factor, high on this. It is easy to wear with a little bit of complexity. Little fresh, clean, soapy, musky. You can't go wrong with that. Type of person is for any age. I don't think there's an age range that you need to be stuck with this. 20s to 70s. Who doesn't like a fresh scent? Just wear it. Trust me, you're good. It is a great fragrance. I believe, let me help y'all out. So La Cordée, you can get that at discounters. Of course, I put my Joma Shop link. It's pinned in the comments. Pearl, you can get that at most discounters now, whichever one you like shopping at. Ford Noir Extreme, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to find a discounter. Sometimes some places like Frag By might have it. I don't like promoting these companies, but because they don't show love at all. But you might find it at a discounter. Just look. I believe, who has this? I think Vimba might have this on discount. I think that's the only one I've seen on discount because I didn't pay retail for it. So that's that. Now we're coming in at number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Coming in number 6. Number 6 is one y'all all know. I'm not going to belabor the point. Again, this is another tea fragrance. If I was going to do like 4 best tea fragrances you can buy, maybe 5, I would do Imagination, La Cordée, I would do Silver Mountain Water. That just works. Some people don't like it. It just works. If you want to get a clone of it, do a clone. But I would probably do Silver Mountain Water. That is a tea fragrance too. And I would do Wulong Cha. Listen, man. Again, these fragrances are fragrances I wear when I want to walk into a room. I still want to know that I smell better than everybody who shop at Macy's. So I'm going to draw attention because most people have Macy's, and most people don't have fragrances where Nishane are sold. Now, with TikTok, the fragrance community is blowing up. So access to stuff like this and knowledge of stuff like this with TikTok and IG is high. But for the most part, most people in general, the general public, haven't smelt anything like this. They haven't. Shoot, my computer about to go dead. That can't happen. Hold on. Change that. Okay. I ain't had my computer plugged in. That was about to go dead. Ruin the whole live. You cannot go along Wulong Cha. Again, this is tea, fig. This tea is different from this. I believe bergamot is main player in here with a little bit of fig, I believe, in this one. No, it's orange. This one is more orange and like a green tea, Wulong tea, which I find very herbaceous kind of green. I believe it's mandarin orange. I believe that's what's in here. And that's what differs from there. This is just a ripe candied lemon, but they somewhat do the same things, but really not. I don't think it's redundant to have both, in my opinion. Clearly, I have it and have a backup bottle coming. So it's not redundant. This one can be a room filler if you do too much. If you want your fragrance to announce you, you could do that. And it's incredible sillage monster. Like, you can be omnipresent with this. Again, you can walk into a room, leave the room, and still be in the room. If you like that kind of thing, cool. That can be embarrassing depending on the environment that you're in. But sometimes y'all aren't getting compliments, and this is a short rant, because you are all spraying too much. Sometimes spraying too much will ruin the fragrance experience for people. Spraying too little, they won't have a fragrance experience at all. Find the sweet spot for your fragrances. Everyone's going to be different, and do it. With this fragrance, I only go about 4 sprays. If I'm indoors, 3. If I'm be indoors, I do 3. If I'm going to be outdoors, like in the summertime, let's say I'm going to a brunch rooftop downtown DC at the W Hotel or something, I might do 8 because people be looking good and they be smelling good. I might do 8 just because I'm competing with a lot of different smells. 8's crazy. But 8's crazy. But I might do 8. What I would do with that is shoulders, 1, 2, 3, back of the neck, 4, which I now created a bubble, 5 on the wrist, 6 other wrist. If we're wearing short sleeve, 7 center the arm, the pulse point, and 8 the other one. That's it. And As I talk, as I move around, just scent bubble, I'm going to overpower that space. 8 is crazy. I like to go about 6, but 8 is crazy. But you can do it. This just works. Just works. And again, you can find this at discounters. I think most of these, my next fragrance you ain't gonna be able to find at discounters. You got to pay retail for that. And that's my number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That's my number 6 fragrance, Wulong Cha. Y'all know it. Y'all got it. I don't need to belabor the point on that. I don't think I need to. Y'all should know what that smells like. Coming in at my number 5, we got 246 people in the live chat. I appreciate you joining us. Let me see what IG talking about. I said I ain't gonna be able to see what IG. We have 16 people over in IG. Come over. Listen, y'all want to know the names of stuff over in IG? I see you looking. You should come over to YouTube. People are putting names in comments. I can't type to you and also interact with YouTube. YouTube is where it's at. But I do IG because a lot of y'all on IG and y'all don't subscribe to me for whatever reason. It is what it is, but I give you opportunity to watch the content. Now, I'm all for that. The next fragrance is my number 5 fragrance. That's just a showstopper fragrance. This fragrance came out in 2023. La Cordée came out in 2023. I believe the Mind Games fragrance came out in 2023 as well. And this fragrance is one that, listen, you're going to see the burn on this. This fragrance is crazy. If you want to get La Cordée, again, I have the link that's pinned to the top. Show me some love. I get a small percentage of that, and it costs you nothing for that. So I'm going to push that, especially since I'm bringing it to Fragcom, who no one else has talked about it. I would like to get credit for that. This one just works. And this is from the house of Louis Vuitton. Yes, you have to pay retail for this, and this is Pacific Chill. This is probably my favorite Louis Vuitton. All of them are good, easy to wear. It's only one Louis Vuitton I'm thinking about adding to the collection. I think it's one fragrance I really believe is overpriced. I'm kind of 50-50, and that's Symphony. Symphony is good as hell. But for what it is, it's overpriced. But I might want to add it. You talk about a summer banger. I've had many samples of that, and I keep wanting to get it, but I don't know. I know an employee up there, so I might have to get it on the employee discount. I know an employee over there. If you got connects with an employee, go about that way. Anyway, Pacific Chill, what is this? This is a California, this is a green smoothie. That's it. We can talk about the notes, fig, apricot, a whole bunch of other stuff in it. This is a green smoothie. If you've ever had a green smoothie, like with melons, that's what this is. There's nothing else to say. Some mints in here, adding a little bit of spicy aromatic nature. This, to me, pound for pound, is my favorite Louis Vuitton. Pound for pound. Now, I have Meteor, Imagination. Of course, I already talked about it. I have Afternoon Swim. But again, longevity works. 8+ hours on this. Sillage, monster. You can overspray this. I don't. I leave about 6 sprays. If I'm indoors, 4. If I'm going to be inside like a bar, I might go about 4 sprays. If I'm going to be outdoors, I can go anywhere from 8 to 10. And the 10 would be, I already gave you my 8 routine in the summertime. The 10 would be behind the kneecaps. Both kneecaps. So that's 10. Why do I do that? I talked about it on another video. You need to watch my other videos to tell you why you should spray the way that you should spray to get the most compliments out of it. But Pacific Chill, pound for pound, my favorite Louis Vuitton fragrance. Look at the dent. It came out in 2023. The proof is in the pudding. And I'm not an oversprayer. I'm not one of those, I'm going to spray 57, 25 or less time, 25 or more time. I'm not that guy. I'm not. And it just works. It works. All right. Coming in at my number 4 fragrance, showstopper. This is also, I think I got this at the end of 2023. I didn't do all my favorite purchases of 2023. I got this in 2023. I saw the hype. I know my guy Ross talks about this fragrance a lot. I was apprehensive a little bit, but then I think it came back out in 2023. I went to Neiman's, put my nose on it, and I said, oh yeah, I got to get this. And I sat, but I know because this house, generally speaking, comes on discounters. I said, I'm going to patiently wait. Somebody's going to have it at a discount site. One of the several different discounter spots I use will have it for a price that I want to pay for it. And I waited. I wasn't in a rush. And it came to that site, and that's what I got it for. I forgot what site I got it off of, but it's one of the sites. And this is from the house of Raja, and this is Solar Blue, aka Oligarch. Now, this fragrance, longevity, again, crazy. When I first sprayed this fragrance and I first put my nose on it, it was reminiscent of another fragrance. That quality is up there, might not be as good as a Raja, but Vetiver Sensual. Vetiver, people say Terre de Hermes. This is nothing like Terre de Hermes. I think if you think Solar Blue smells like Terre de Hermes, I don't think I ever want you recommending me a fragrance because I don't trust your nose. I don't ever want you recommending me a fragrance, ever. Just don't. Please. This gave me like vetiver, a lot of vetiver, citrus. I believe ambergris is in here. It's a lot of different notes in here, but you just get a fresh, citric, woody. The citruses are so juicy and fresh that it's almost aquatic, but not aquatic, if that makes sense. Like you can smell the citrus juices, like the concentration of juice. You can smell it. Like when you peel an orange or you peel, if you bite into an orange. Matter of fact, parents, think about this. Soccer, anybody who played football or any kind of sport, soccer, baseball, remember the soccer moms when they used to, the soccer dads, they had bags and they had oranges for the kids after the sports, after the games, and you had the bag of oranges and you bit into it, but they had like some of the juiciest oranges and you can just smell the burst of fruit juice. Yeah, bro. The realism in this is absolutely stunning. I wasn't going to pay retail for it. I didn't pay retail for it. This might be one that's backup bottle worthy. La Cordée is backup bottle worthy. No Louis Vuitton fragrance is backup bottle worthy because they do refills. So when I'm done, I'll refill it. Pearl is backup bottle worthy. I'm good on that though, just because of everything else I have. But when I'm out, I'll buy another bottle. Fleur Narcotique, I wouldn't do backup bottle on that just because I don't wear it enough. That's kind of situational for me. Very is a fairly new fragrance in my collection, although it's received a lot of compliments. I don't really necessarily know if I would need a backup for that. I think when I'm done with that, I'm just going to move on. Wulong Cha is backup bottle for me. I don't have one, but if I run out, I'll get another one. Pacific Chill, don't need a backup bottle for that because it's a refill. But this, I might, before the end of the year, I'll probably buy another bottle, whether I'm out or not, just because I think it's that good. And that's Solar Blue. 272 people, I appreciate you coming on and showing love. Please make sure you hit the like button. Appreciate it. The next fragrance is one I talked about a lot. It is easily my third most complimented fragrance in my collection. This fragrance is what we call, there's room fillers and then there's ballroom fillers. There's like ballroom fillers. This fragrance embarrassed me. I told the story. This fragrance embarrassed me. I think I sprayed 3 sprays. I went to the doctor's office. It's like one of those doctor's offices that's in the hospital kind of situation. So you check in here and you got to walk around the corner to get your blood pressure. The lady said she smelled me down the hallway coming. I don't like that. That's not my style. I prefer to walk by you and you smell me than for it to enter. That's not my style. It's too attention seeking for me. It's not my style. I'm a little bit more low key than that. This fragrance did that. This is a fragrance that will get you sent home from work. This is from Orto Parisi, and this is Magnum. This, I can say, is backup bottle worthy because I have a backup bottle of it. Another fragrance, I have a backup bottle of. This is a 2-spray fragrance. I don't think as many, 2 sprays is almost too much. I don't think as many places you need to go where you need to put 4 sprays, like 4 sprays. Yo, you are a maniac if you put on 4 sprays of this. I think you're absolutely absurd if you put on 4 sprays of this. I don't know what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish. People will smell you from 15 feet away. If you have any wind to your favor, you will be smelled downwind. Don't embarrass yourself. This is that. What is this? This is aquatic. I feel like I get a little bit of cologne. Now, Boadicea has a fragrance called Aqua Sapphire. I like Aqua Sapphire more than this because that has rum in it and it smells less artificial. This has artificial nuances. Like you can tell for it to be this powerful, you can tell there's tons of synthetics in here. Cologne. I feel like there's a sandalwood synthetic in here. I can't think of the name of the sandalwood synthetic that's used right offhand, but some fruits. This is sea aquatic. This is probably the strongest blue fragrance. This is probably like the real aquatic blue fragrance beast. If you don't highly compliment, you walk into a room with fragrance people and everybody's wearing a fragrance, you will still be smelt. This can overpower other people's fragrances. It's that strong. Again, be careful. This is really a 2-spray fragrance. If you really want to be fantastic, maybe go 4, like outside, but that's it. If you want to be like annoying, then like 8 sprays. With 8 sprays, I think you're gonna make people, you're gonna annoy people. And that's Magnum. That's my number 3. Highly complimented. My number 2 fragrance. My number 2 fragrance and highly complimented fragrance. Listen, this just works. This is another fragrance that I don't care what age you are, it's gonna work. I went to a fast food restaurant. I think I was in Wendy's. I told this story before. I'll tell it again. I was in Wendy's. So Wendy's fast food, at least where I was at, a lot of young people kind of work the fast food joint. I think these girls look like they might have been in high school. Young, pretty little young girls. Could have been my daughters, right? Attractive young girls. And I was placing my order. And one girl kept looking at me like, it made me uncomfortable, right? Like, you could be my daughter. She was looking at me like gazing. It was weird for me. I'm like, my name ain't R. Kelly. I'm good. I don't like it made me a tad bit uncomfortable the way she was gazing at me, right? And she took my order and she just kept smiling. And I was like, yo, this is weird, right? So then she goes to the back to tell somebody, and then another girl comes from out back. And it's like they're whispering, and the girl kind of stands to the front where near I was standing from, and then they talk. And then they went back and got one of the guys who was making the burgers, one of the guys. And I guess they used the courage to get the guy to ask me. And the guy was like, hey, man, what you wearing? And I was wearing this fragrance. And he said, oh, and I was like, oh, y'all can smell that? And all three of them was like, yeah, man, that smell good. Yeah, that smell good. She was giggling, kikiing. Chill, young little girl. I can be your daddy. Chill. And that's from Essential Parfums. That's Bois Imperial. Listen, man. It works. I don't care what age. It works. It is nothing else to say. It works. This you pay retail for, but who cares? It's only like $100. This is worth every penny. To be honest, this should probably be about $170. If it was $170, I'll probably still pay retail for it. Easy driver. I don't really care where you're going and what you're doing. Casual. I don't care what season you're in. It works. Quentin Beach went bananas with this. He did Ganymede. This is almost easier to wear than Ganymede. Ganymede, whatever the pronunciation is. I think everybody who has a collection, who needs panty droppers, who needs hair turning fragrances, who needs best fragrances, who needs top 10, you have to have this fragrance in your collection. If you don't have this, I'm not paid by them. I don't have affiliate links. I got mine from Lucky Scent. I paid retail. It's like $110. This was worth the price of admission. I don't believe that fragrances drop panties. I think if you have a fragrance that drop panties, that woman is she probably like it all over. If a lady says a panty drop fragrances, she's a woman of the night. I have no respect for her. She's a walking woman. It's cool. If panties drop fragrance, tell me your OnlyFans page, because that's how I view you. But if fragrances did drop panties, it would be, bro, bro. For $110, again, I think anybody who has an incessant need to be complimented, to turn heads, to drop panties, you have to have this fragrance. It is not debatable. You should have it. Just get it. I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not getting paid to promote. This company has never shown me love, but you should have it. That's it. Ain't nothing else to say about that. That's my number 2 fragrance. My number 1 fragrance, to end this off, and we're almost at 1 hour. I'll answer any questions for any of the fragrances I have. I know some of y'all are watching the video. Y'all been unable to comment. That's because I put it on subscribers only. I generally going to always do that because, well, I only want to talk to my people who actually support the content. If you want to watch to casually watch, cool, but I don't respond to casual watchers. Sorry. It's a respect thing. I don't know who raised you. So my number 1 fragrance. Some people already know what this fragrance is probably going to be. This is the only fragrance in my collection, the only one in my collection that to this date, from the date that I bought this fragrance, has gotten me a compliment. There's not been a day that I've worn this, walked out the house, and haven't received a compliment from a stranger. Hasn't happened. Do you believe I just said that? I wouldn't believe it either. If a reviewer said that, I would say BS. But I'm saying for me, every single time I have worn this fragrance out the house, I've received a compliment. This fragrance has caused women to hug me a little bit longer. There's hugs, and then there's hugs where people just hug you a little bit longer. Like where you stop hugging them, but they kind of still hugging you. The kind of fragrance when people give you hugs, you can smell them inhale. You can hear them inhale. You can feel their body because they're hugging you tight. You can feel their body go up and down. You can feel it. Faith by Boadicea. Again, I don't work for the company. Now, what is this like? Some people say it, and I don't know what's going on with my connection, because I've been seeing my connection going in and out, but we're gonna make it do what it do. The company doesn't show me love. It doesn't. I have no reason to buy for the company. It is what it is. If you're in my private Facebook group, I have a person who, we got people who know people who can get this cheaper than retail, but cheaper than retail is still going to cost you about $600. But this fragrance is so good that when I got it, I bought a backup bottle. I got an unopened backup bottle behind me. When I'm finished with this fragrance and I open up the backup bottle, I will buy another backup bottle. This is another fragrance like La Cordée that I wore this when I got it. I wore it like almost a month straight, every day for a month straight. I couldn't stop wearing it. What is this like? To simplify it, if you took something like Magnamar, but Aqua Sapphire, which is the better version, the Boadicea version of Magnamar, if you took that and you took Ganymede and you kind of blended it together as a master blender, you would get this. Now, I have samples of Ganymede and Aqua Sapphire. I've blended them. It doesn't do what this does. I can't find the right combination. 3-to-1, 2-to-3. I can't find the right combination to get it. This has probably one of the juiciest mandarin orange smells. Candied orange. Juicy. On top, slightly aquatic. On top of suede. Like an aquatic suede. Just like Ganymede. With this juicy orange, but it's a little bit more aquatic than Ganymede, which makes it just more delicious. Again, every single time I've worn this fragrance, I have received an unsolicited compliment. You don't have to believe me. You probably don't. I wouldn't believe me. I'm telling you, I have. Half my bottle's gone. That's how much I've worn this. Half my bottle's gone, and I don't overspray. I go about 6 sprays with this. But I wore it every day. Again, at $600, I have a backup bottle. That's how much I love that fragrance. My most complimented fragrance ever. I don't have, out of all the fragrances I've ever owned in my life, I never had a fragrance that every time, it's going to be a day I'm going to wear this and I won't receive a compliment. There'll be a day, but that day hasn't happened yet. It's probably going to come this year, but so far it hasn't happened yet. I've wore this every day for like a month. Every day I got a compliment from an unsolicited compliment. Every day. At least one. One day I got like 4 or 5 compliments. If you're at a social event, guaranteed compliment. For me, I can't speak for you. Don't get it and be like, I don't get no compliments. I don't know. I don't know how you look. What's going on? I don't know your personality. If you're approachable, if you're funny, if you have a personality, I don't know. But I'm telling you, you smell good. Damn, what are you wearing? That's the kind of compliments I received on that fragrance. I know. It's expensive. I know. Somebody wants to say, but it's cute. It costs too much. Is there a clone? No, bro. You gotta pay to play. But if you want the cheapest alternative, and I tried it, but it just ain't hit like it's supposed to hit. I don't know. Take Magnamar, you can get a discount for about $100. Take Bois Imperial that you can get $400 and find a way to combo these. It'll probably be the cheapest you'll get. Combo these and you might get a small portion of what Faith is for the low. That might be the best you can do. But I tried it and I didn't like the combo. Not like that. That's my thing. But if you want a recommendation, I say try that combo and see if it works for you. It might. That combo actually will probably get you highly complimented. But to me, it wasn't Faith. So I'm sure me talking about Faith, if people hear this video and they go into the clone houses and clone house groups and they demand it, somebody might get a sample and send to them so they can put it in the machine to spit it out. But will the quality match with that? Will it give you that? It may or may not. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm saying it's not one out right now. But take Aqua Sapphire and Ganymede and Magnamar and Ganymede, kind of mix them together, and you kind of have Faith. You kind of. And that's me being honest. So that's my 10 showstopper head-turning fragrances. I wear these year-round. Faith, Bois Imperial, bro, I don't care that it's wintertime. I'll wear this aquatic. It works. Bro, what are we talking about here? every fragrance here, maybe Fleur Narcotique, because it is extremely feminine. This is one like, this is my like brunch fragrance special. I might do a list when brunch time really start picking up in the spring, summer. I might do a brunch list, but this is one of my like, I'm going on a brunch. We're going to be wearing all white, like dinner en blanc. If you're going to dinner en blanc in your city, I would wear something like this to dinner en blanc. Now, I would also prefer my lady to wear this. And I would like her to put like 14 sprays of this on. Because it's outside. It's an outside hot event. I would tell her to put like 14 sprays because it's not like a room filler. I would do like 14. But for me, like if I'm on a date, I'm going to meet a lady. Even if it's we going like, hey, what you doing, boo? You know what I'm saying? You trying to meet me at brunch or a second date? She want to meet at brunch. I'll put, for me, the type of person I am, I would do that. I think feminine leaning fragrances make me more approachable. For me. Citrus, you can't go wrong. So those are my showstopper fragrances. With that said, do we have any questions? I'm looking at the questions. Let me see what IG, see if anybody left any comments on IG. We have 11 people on IG that are currently listening and watching. I appreciate you on IG showing love. Not many comments on IG. I think everybody just sitting back watching. Again, all the party is going over here in YouTube land. 270, 269 people who are watching me on YouTube. Again, if the video's been going in and out, I don't know what's going on with the connection. Like I have Verizon 4G. It should be up. Have I tried? So here's a question. I asked a couple of questions. We're at a minute. I'll go to about an hour and 15. So we got 8 minutes. I'll give 8 minutes to answer any questions, and then I'm up out of here. And it don't matter what the question is. Have I tried Blue Talisman from Ex Nihilo? No, I am not part of the next Nihilo fragrance people they give bottles to. No. Now, I generally go to Tyson's. I might make it out Tyson's this week or next week. We have in Tyson's Corner in our Neiman's, we have Ex Nihilo there. So do me a favor. I'm pretty sure I've seen your profile before. Hit me in the next couple of weeks, hit me in my IG inbox and ask me what I thought. Because I'll smell it there. Because I've been hearing a lot of hype with it. I heard Ocho Cinco talk about it. I haven't smelt it. But I'll head out there, get my nose on it, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Just hit me in my inbox. Because I know you support me. I mean, I always see you on channel, so I don't mind doing that. Just hit me on my IG. Have you smelled which one is that, man? Who is that from? Somebody help me out. Who is that from? I heard the name, but I don't know if that's who is that from? But based on the name, no, I haven't smelt it. Is that something? No, I don't own that. Let me see. Who is that from? Anybody know? Is that the Xerjoff one? The Xerjoff that was the Kimmy bottles, I think. If so, no, I don't have any experience with that. Sorry. The 1907. All right, let me get to that. 1907. All right, so this year, y'all, those who follow me, I say you don't have to buy everything. I'm never a fan in buying everything. I think most things I don't care. They be like, I knew WhatCon came out. I don't really care. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's only 6 fragrances. I make a tally list. There's only like 6 fragrances I'm going to buy this year. 6. That's it. And a lot of those have already come out, so I'm not looking to buy anything coming out new. It's only 6. Well, I mean, I guess I bought a little bit more because I have another bottle of this coming in. But 6 fragrances. The new H24, I'll be buying the new H24 as soon as it hit discounters. Trust me, I will have that new H24. I have all the H24s. I like the H24s. I will have that bottle. I will be getting I need to smell 1907. So I'm going to go to Neiman's and smell it. That is one I plan on getting. If it suits my alley, I know that fragrance like what? $700? and none of my connects have it. So I can't get it for the low. I've been waiting for a connect to get it because I know I can probably get it for 400. No connect has it. That's irritating me. But in the beginning, no connect had this. This was a Pakistan exclusive. No connect had Faith. And I waited. I patiently waited. And then the connects had it. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting on that. But I'm gonna go smell 1907. And if it's really, really good, I might break down and pay retail. If it's just okay, then I'm just gonna wait and then just chalk it up as I'll never have it. Because I'm just not that pressed unless it blows me away. I'm not that pressed. Let me see. Their Hermes Hermescence line. Good line. Good line. Like the Ombre Narguilé, the Cure, they have a leather one. Good line. I believe a lot of those are like EDTs, aren't they? The longevity projection, it's a good line. It's not one that I've that kind of like, it's good, but based on what I have, I don't know why I need to buy it, if that makes sense. Like they got Vetiver Tonka, I believe, is in that line. Great vetiver fragrance, but I feel like Atelier's Vetiver Fatale is very similar to that. So, and I have that. So, and I don't even wear that enough to make me say I need to go get Vetiver Tonka. Ombre Narguilé is great, but I think if you got Pegasus and any kind of Wajon or Angel Shares, I don't think you need that. You can buy it, but you don't need it. And it's just not a DNA I care to have 27 bottles of. So I wouldn't do that. But it's a quality line. I think the Hermes's line is quality. I think Hermes just does it right. They do it right. They do it right. But it's a good line. I don't have any of their bottles, but I think I went to Saks. Saks up in Tyson's Corner has their whole collection. I smelt the whole collection, solid collection. I kind of like the Cartier collection. The Cartier private line collection, oh yeah. But their collection's like oud and musk, amber oud and musk, and something else. Though their oud ones, oh yeah. Those are nice, but because I have so many ouds, I don't know if that's the $300-$400 I need to pay. But actually, I think you can find those at discounters. I think Fragby might have some of those. But the Cartier collection is also good. Let me see. Let me see. Super chats, of course. Magnamar or Taroni? So Magnamar or Taroni. So this question for those watching is about Otto Parisi. Otto Parisi, who makes this brand. Now, Taroni is that one. They're two totally different fragrances, though. They're two. So Taroni, for a niche head, Taroni might be the best fragrance they make. I think. Yeah. It smells like scorched earth. It smells like campfire, right? So you take the campfire wood and then you smudge it. You smudge the wood, you put the fire out, you smudge it. And you're smelling like smudged, burnt, hot woods, sweet peppers. That don't sound good, but when I wear that, I get mad compliment. That's a fragrance I liked. I never expected to get compliments, but I got the most compliments out of, if that makes sense. It's not as complimented as Magnamar, though. No. But when I've worn that, like I've had people be like, that smells good. But that's like fall, winter, autumn, winter. They'd be like, that smells really good. And I'd be like, are you serious? They'd be like, yeah. Because there's this clean, I think the sweet pepper kind of thing, pimento with scorched woods. It just, I can't explain it to you, bro. But it is one of my sleeper fragrances that absolutely work. It absolutely works. I'm trying to look through a couple of comments and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Again, super chats will get. Hold on, I missed a super chat because I answer all super chat comments. Hold on, where's that super chat go? You need to get your nose on. Oh, this is my guy from my group. Yeah, T Fragrance. I'm gonna get my nose on that. I know at one point, Chris said he had reached out to me many moons ago. He reached out to me with his first collection, sent me some samples. Then I remember when he was starting his second part, he reached out, but and said he was gonna send me some stuff and never sent it. So, it is what it is. But I haven't smelt it. I'll probably, one day I'll get a sample set and see what happens. See what happens with that. Kimmy, yeah, you said you're not a fan of not so famous YouTuber, not a fan of. So what fragrances I want to get this year? So the new Ace 24, I'm gonna have before the end of the year. If the Boadicea 1907, if that's as good as some people have said, I might get a bottle of that. I'm really waiting for the Boadicea Connects to get that so I can get that for about $4. I don't want to pay $7 for that. I personally don't. But I will because I have a fragrance budget and I'm only going to buy like 6 fragrances this year. So I'm going to have the yearly budget to do it. I just don't want to do it. God of Fire is one that I keep missing the sales when they come to discounters. I keep missing it. That's one worth having. If you haven't smelt it, you should have one of the best mango fragrances ever. I think you should have it in your collection for the summer. I plan on having that. I just don't want to pay retail, so I'm just waiting on one of my several discount sites to get it. The moment they'll get it, I'll buy it. So that'll get bought. And there's 2 Boadiceas I want to get. I want to get Lavish, which is, I believe, like this vetiver citrus fragrance. It was discontinued, then they brought it back, but I'm waiting for Boadicea Connect to get it because I believe it's 3 something or 4 something retail. So the Connects will probably get it for $280, $260. I'm going to be all over that if they get it. And I'm waiting for somebody to come up with Hyde Park from Boadicea. That is like a neroli style fragrance. And it's like, I think they say it's close to Neo, or I forgot what they say that smells like, but I'm going to get that because that's a summer fragrance and I'm cool with neroli. So that'll be one I add, but I'm waiting for a Connect or somebody to come up with that. Other than that, it ain't nothing else I want. I don't care what's coming out new. Anything comes out not going to be better than what I have. Let me see if there's any more questions. I know I'm new, but Cordée or Magnamir? La Cordée. Okay. They're 2 different fragrances. These are 2 different fragrances, right? So this smells more natural to me than this. Like smells. I like Aqua Sapphire better than this because it smells more natural. This smells like a synthetic bunch of bowl of synthetics. It's what it smells like. But I mean, like real synthetics, quality, but it smells. That's why it performs the way that it does. I would wear them different. This can be nauseating sometimes for me because it doesn't smell as natural. This, I can wear this. I can't get enough of this. That's why I bought a backup bottle. But this is $180 for 6.7 ml using my Joma Shop link. I'm not telling y'all to go out and buy this, please. But I'm telling you, I got a backup bottle coming. I'm saying I'm going to wear this away. If you don't have to buy it, don't jump out and buy it and be mad at me. To me, it's one of the best lemon tea. If that sounds good to you, cool. I think it's a great price for that fragrance, for what you get. And it's a great summer fragrance. If you are a person who needs beast mode fragrances to fill a room, this is not for you. Don't get this thinking that's what you're going to get. get this. But if you like the way this wears, you will like the way this wears. I'm sure if I spray myself 20 times, it'll be loud, but I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. You know, if I feel I need to spray a fragrance 20 times just to get what I won't wear that. I'll just wear this and spray it 6 times. Or wear this and spray it 8 times. I'll get the effect that I want. So I know I really didn't kind of answer your question, but that's I mean, you got to make a decision, man. They're both good. They're both good. Yeah, I don't know what, you know. They're two totally different styles of fragrances. Two totally different styles. I would almost say just get both. Plan on getting your nose on that Mancera Noir. Hold on, wait a minute. Mancera got new fragrance. Mancera was hit and miss, man. Now they got a fragrance, Cosmic Pepper. I was gonna get it. Like, it's like Allure Home Sport. I mean, it's nice, clean, it's cool, but like, I'm kind of tired of having. I don't know. I don't know. Let me go on Fragrantica. I ain't heard of this fragrance. Mancera be dropping fragrances. Let me see what Black Noir. Oh shit. Let me see what this hitting on. Vanilla, sweet, tobacco, woody, spicy, amber, aromatic. 2023. Black leather, tobacco, Cambodian oud. This gonna be animalic, bro. This is gonna be. I know y'all seeing vanilla. All right, so I don't know if they're using real Cambodian oud. Cambodian oud is ambery, is red berry fruits, slightly earthy. I love Cambodian oud. Cambodian oud with patchouli is gonna be earthy as hell. Tobacco, if they add if it's too smoky, and that black leather, they're gonna probably use black leather is leather is an accord. So if they're using leather, it's probably gonna be a lot of labdanum. It might be birch tar. Vanilla and tonka depends, and ambergris depend on, and they got vetiver. I don't know, bro. I don't. It might be. I want to say yes. I might get it, but it's a hit or miss, man. Last time I think I got jumped out the window with a Mancera. Might have been Fig Ecstasy, and that was basically like fucking fabulous, and I was kind of blown because I didn't need that. It was kind of a letdown. It's not bad, just not what I expected. But let me tell you about some things I got going on before I get up out of here. So coming up on the channel, I know I have to bring on Shelter's perfume. We got some stuff. She sent me a lot of her fragrances. So we're going to do first impressions and talk fragrances. She is not only the owner, but she is the perfumer. So we'll be really getting down to notes and things of that nature. So I'll be having her on at some time coming up in the future. I have a sample set with a friend of mine, discovery set from Premier Parfums, that I will be doing a first impressions on at some point. A friend of mine sent me that. The company didn't send me that. I have a house that I've been setting on Pedristat. I've been setting on these samples. I kind of want to get I had a plan to kind of do a first impressions, but I was going to do that with somebody, but we'll see. I don't really want to talk about that yet, but I have those samples to talk about. And I'm trying to, I'm trying to have a new segment on my lives that I think y'all gonna love. I would love for it to be a weekly segment, but I'm inking out the details on that. That's going to be fun. Now that y'all gonna tune in every week for that. And that's all I can say about that. As far as verse scents, I don't know when that's coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing with verse scents is this. I don't want to keep using all my guys up and use my same guys all the time. My guys would do it, but then it's just kind of like overusing the guys. I don't want to be the one always battling either. I kind of want to, the only versus I kind of really want to bring on again is Eric, because Eric has some heat and a lot of y'all don't know Eric, and I think y'all should know Eric. And Eric likes oud, like I like oud, so I just think that would be a really good verse sense. And he's entertaining. I just think that'd be a fire verse sense. And that's centrifugal force. I would love to do that. I know I got to get my guy Dave on because he missed the last one I was going to do because he was at work. I would like to do that with him. But other than that, I'm not in the business of begging people to do stuff. And the community ain't, everybody ain't kumbaya, and I'll leave that as that. So we'll see what Well, that's what I say I gotta bring you back on today, Callie. I got you. Yeah. So it's a couple things I want to do. Versense to be back. I just kind of I want to top this next segment. I'm really focused on this next segment I have coming up that I think is gonna be fire. Y'all gonna like. Y'all will be tuned in especially if we can do a weekly segment. Y'all will be tuned into that. That'll probably be, y'all gonna be tuned into that. That should be entertaining. So I'm working on that, and I'm trying to seal up the details on that. Because there's a lot of moving pieces when it comes to that. Other than that, let me see if I have. Appreciate all the likes. 254 watchers. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Yes, Eric is an OG. Somebody say Eric is an OG. All right, somebody asked about the first sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna bring it back. I think it was fun. I think people love that. But my thing with verse sense is, I did something new in the game. That I know my hardcore people who support me, like y'all here now, like it worked. But overall, like a lot of people ain't, like I don't know. It ain't get the I don't know. But those my guys. I just don't like using my guys. I can bring my guys. I call Justin up, Ross up right now, Dedrick, Dedrick. I can get Callie. I can get Big Beard. I call Bo, Kuba. Like, I call those guys up. I think y'all want to see a couple of new people or see some people battle people, but that also takes coordination because this person got to be free. I got to be free, and that person got to be free if I'm not battling. And it is a lot of moving pieces. Trust me, it's not just let's just do it. It's really not, to be totally honest. Random people coming up to battle and let me be the ref. So I'm in the entertainment, as my guy Kuba says, we're centertainers, right? Some of y'all, here's why I haven't done that yet, because I've done lives where I've allowed people to say, hey, come on and talk to me, so I'm not reading comments. I think me bringing people on to converse would make for much better TV. Just me talking to people. And only like 5 people. Ross will come on all the time and show love. You come in the comments and show on. But most of y'all won't even put on the mic and cut on the camera and just come on just to say what's up and let's rap. So I don't know why I would do that. That's one. Most people don't even want to get on the camera on YouTube. So that's one. Most people don't. They say they will, they don't. And then 2, do they have the stage presence? Do they have the entertainment value? Do they have the collection? At the end of the day, it's entertaining. I would like to get some views. I would like people to watch it. I would like people to be entertained. When you think about it, I did like verse sense with some of my guys, and I think out of the year, I only got like 2,000 new subs with all the new work. So the lives itself don't generate. I gotta go back and just give y'all top 10s. That's what y'all want in the grand scheme of it. And I just prefer to do lives than I prefer to do that. So I don't know. That just doesn't make sense to me right now. It just doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, Mr. Cologne, Joe sent me. I know they want to do another one because they got indie brands that they can talk about. So I think bringing them on to talk about new indie brands, I want to do that because I don't really dive into indie. So Mr. Cologne and Joe sent me. I kind of definitely want to have them, if nobody else is a regular segment, just for that purpose alone, just to expose those houses alone. But I also want to reach out to actual perfumers. I want to talk to Cecile Zarokian. I want to talk to Beltran Duchefort. I want to talk to Christian Provenzano. I got questions. I want to talk to these, of course Alberto ain't coming on, but I would love to have these perfumers, Quentin Biche. I want them all on. I want to talk to them. I want to interview them. I want questions. I want y'all to have questions. And I want to talk like how it is to work from one house to another house. And also when you work from one house to another house and you're kind of creating the same fragrance, how does that happen? I have questions. I need to know the business behind that. How does that work? Does somebody come to you and say, hey, I want you to create Creed Aventus with mango. Can you do it? Do they flat out say it? Hey, I want Creed Aventus with mango. I need somebody to answer that for me. Or did you just say, hey, I want this summer sky driving, and all of a sudden you just went into your bag and it just happens to smell like Creed Aventus? I have questions. Respectful questions, but I have questions. And I want to know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, you said, yeah, that's crazy. It's only 2. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what happens. I mean, y'all got to share the content, but I get it. It's because they see that it's I have not smelt the reformulation of Silent Rescue from day 3. I have not smelt that reformulation. At some point, I'm sure I'll get my nose on it though, because Mike is a real supporter of the channel, and he, generally speaking, always reaches out and sends a bottle. So I'll probably get my nose on that at some point. Other than that, people, I hope y'all enjoy the live. I know I enjoy being with y'all. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. And
It's the new cypher.
And yeah, I got a million questions, bro. I got questions, man. The question's gonna be like straight up. I want to know the inspiration. Listen, I got a whole format. It'll be real entertainment. Also want to get these people like Cecile. Let your hair down. You ain't gotta be uptight and uncomfortable. Come up here with a glass of wine. Let's sip and let's talk. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that'll definitely work. Anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all the way I greeted you, and that's in the universal language of peace.